Hi, welcome to my channel, Danette Gets Creative. I'm Danette. Been away for a while and I just wanted to show you that I have still been stitching, but I just haven't been videoing. You know, I've been picking up just random pieces of material, laying them down, doing some stitches. But then what do you do with these? Put all this time and effort into them, but what am I going to do with them? So I want to show you today what I'm going to do with them. So I'll just show you what I've been up to. You know, just doing some stitching, right? Doing some embroidery. Here's kind of how I did it. I would just loosely stitch down the pieces and then I'd go back in and add the embroidery stitches, add lace, buttons, whatever. Or I would lay it down and just choose one simple color and I would just stitch rows and rows of stitching to hold it down. So what do you do with all these little projects? You don't want to throw them out. You need to use them for something. So what I do is I just grabbed a piece of leftover backing and I'm just going to lay down the pieces. So I'm going to start with this one. I don't know why, I just am. I'm just going to start with them and lay them down, you know, overlap them a little bit. But then you're going to find out that you have some white spots and we're going to go back in and fill those in. This is directional. I'm going to put this over here. You know, this part can overlap with this part, right? Doesn't really matter. You're going to lay it down in ways that please you. I have this bigger one. I'll put it over there for later. I'll save that for later. Put it over there somewhere. You just can't see it. It's off screen. This one's not finished, so I won't put it down yet. You know, this one might not go on here. It's hard to say. But what I'm going to do now is, because I have all these white spots, I'm going to grab my stash of fabric. Let me try to put this one in here. You just can't see it, but I just want to put it there as a point of reference for myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some pins. And I'll just put a couple little pins in here and tuck them in place just for now. Again, who knows if they're going to stay here or not. But at least it's a starting point. I'm sure lots of you have these things lying around your workspace and you're wondering, what am I going to do with them all? Well, hopefully this helps you. I don't actually really know where I'm going with this either. But I know I don't want to let these little beauties go to waste. So let me take a moment to pin these down. And then I'm going to grab my stash of fabrics. So let me pop these up here. Hopefully I'm in frame there. Let me move this over just, oh my gosh, did I staple it? No, I didn't. Pinned it to my board, but I didn't. Move it down a little bit maybe. Is that better? Okay. Let me grab my bin of scraps. Can anyone tell me where my bin of scraps is? Where did I put it? Seriously. Here it is. Got it. I think everybody has one of these bins of scraps. So I'm just going to put it down on my lap here. And I'm going to grab pieces that I think I can use to bring it all together. Again, I have no idea where I'm going with this, but I want to be able to tie it together somehow. You know, so you can add more pieces that will bring it all together. Tie in those white bits. That's my thought anyway. Oh, look. I found another one in my bin of scraps. Maybe we can use this to bring it all together somehow. Definitely going to save this to bring it. So many pieces, see? Oh, yeah. I'm going to put it up over there. You can't see that, but it looks awesome over there. Let me show you. Oops, I bumped the camera. Definitely going to put that there. And pin that in place. covers up the white seam I had there. Sorry to get buttons attached, even better. That one's going to stay there for sure. I like how it ties in some of the colors. Okay, let me scooch back again, like that. Let's keep going here. I wonder what other treasures I can find. Look, there's one too. I could use that somewhere, right? Bring it all together somehow. Maybe even right there. You can't see that, but I'll show you. Here's another one. Can I fit it in somewhere? Maybe. Do I want to cover that up? It's hard to say. Should I leave it like that? Let's see, then I have that white. Should I lift it up a little bit? Like that. I think maybe I do. Do I cover that up? Do I leave it uncovered? Oh, choices and the possibilities. Hey, I'm gonna lock it in, I think. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Don't know where this is going. Don't know where it's gonna end up. But why not? Put some different textures here, some flat ones, some thicker ones. It's fun. I actually don't like this yellow anymore, so let's get rid of it. Let's keep looking. You know, I just gonna need small pieces to connect them all together, right? Just little pieces that will tie it together. And this is the worst part for me, is trying to find things that I'm happy with, that I can add on. This is a cutie patootie. Doesn't really match what I'm working on, but it's pretty cute. I'm gonna set that off to the side. I'm sure I'll find a project for that. This looks like a good color we can kind of use to tie this together up here, maybe. We'll just set it there for now. I don't know if I like that, but we'll set it there. Yeah, for now. What else do we got here? This pit of material is bottomless, it seems. Ooh. Maybe? Let's right side it. Tuck it underneath. Maybe that's a way to tie it all together. I don't know about this edge over here. I could trim that. Could tuck it under. Not sure. I'll just keep playing with it. I think my goal is to get some of these white spots covered up so that I can stitch things down. There's a nice piece of lace. Maybe this lace will tie in somewhere. Maybe it's too white. It's too white. Sticks out a little too much. How about some blue? Some blue to tie it all together? I don't know. Let's see. That blue would work to kind of bring it together. Maybe not. Ooh, I like it down here. Let's put the yellow on top. Yeah. I'm going to put it over here. You can't see that, but let me zip you across there and show you. Just this blue kind of ties it in with each other here. I think I'll use that there. Okay, let's get something here. I don't know what color that could be. Something to bring them both together. Blue? Maybe the blue goes this way. Let's take a little bit of this blue. Go across like this and tie tie it together up here. Tie it together, maybe. Like that. It's a possibility. Oh, here's a fun cutout. Gotta use that somewhere. Oh, let's get the right side. That is the right side. Bring it together like that. Maybe? What do you think? Yep, let's lock it down. It's all changeable, right? We don't have to stick with it, but it's better to pin it down and have something than not. So let's pin this one down too. Work in progress, right? Just audition. As one of the lovely ladies, Rachel from Roxy's Creation always says, we're going to audition it. We're going to audition for you. There's no harm in that. Okay, I'm going to keep laying down fabrics. So I'm going to hit pause, and I'll come back to you once I have all the fabrics laid down. Okay, see you in a little bit. Bye. Okay, I'm back. Let me show you what I was able to do here. I think the last time we were together, I had one of these cutouts. Well, I found a second one. And now I'm just trying to bring together some, I guess, balancing by having some similar colors carry across. I tend to do that in my project. So, you know, I have some pink over here. Sorry, you can't see that. I have some pink up here. My plan is to carry some of it over there, you know, just to make it have some similarity, some cohesiveness. That's easy to say, isn't it? Not. I don't like that. I need that on top. I tend to be very finicky, picky about where I put things. So there's still some little white spots, some lines I don't really like. But what I'm going to do is I'll go back later and I'll add laces. So I just wanted to show you the pieces that I've laid down. It's hard to show you everything here. I found this big piece of doily and I've placed it there to cover up. There's black here and I didn't like the black. I found the black too strong for the other colors on here. So I put that there. You can see how I carried these two pieces over. I carried these two pieces over. So I just like to do that to kind of balance it all out. So I think I'm going to end the video there for now. And what I'll do is I'll go off and stitch it all down. And then I'll come back another day and add some more details, you know, like buttons and things that can lace, you know, things that can add texture. And then, you know, I don't really know what I'm going to do with it once it's finished, but maybe we'll turn it into a vessel or journal cover. It's hard to say. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye and check back with me once I figure out next step and stitch it all down. I'll come back with another video to show what I do with it next. If you have any suggestions on what I could do with it next, leave me a comment. Do I turn it into a vessel? Do I turn it into a book? I don't know. Do I turn it into a tote? Let's see what size it is. Take a moment to measure it. Maybe that'll help. Oh my goodness, my tape measure's all caught up here. Maybe that'll help me figure out exactly what to do with it. It is 23 inches by 10 inches. Or, oops, wrong end. 59-ish by 26-ish. Decent size. So what I have though is I still have to finish, oh, I'll move that button. I still have to finish this corner over here. But I remember in the beginning of the video, I had this piece that I hadn't finished yet. So I really would like to tie it in somehow. So maybe that's a matter of, do I want that piece? I don't know. Do I just sacrifice that piece and Oh, I think I sacrificed that piece. Go right in there. And then I guess what I need to do is, bring pieces to connect the two together. This was a piece I used over there, so, I'm just trying to carry it back into the project. I just said goodbye to you a minute ago, and here I am putzing around again with the project. That's how addictive slow stitching and projects like this can be. Just when you think you're done and you're going to step away from it, you see a little morsel on your desk and go, oh, that could go there. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's helped you figure out what you can do with those projects that you have lying around. Because we all have them, We just pick up, we just stitch. We don't really know what our direction is for the day. And then, you make one of these little things. So now hopefully you can dig into your stash and come up with an idea what to do with yours. So let me just show you again. I think maybe I'm going to try to find another one of these so I can carry it over there into that last piece. Okay, there we are. I'm going to say goodbye for real now. Take care and see you again soon. Bye.